Hello everyone, I'm back with another video, and in today's video we have an ASUS laptop. This is an ASUS gaming TUF laptop. The model is an FX505D. There's a longer model number in here, which I'll put on a display somewhere over here, which is that's exactly model, the full exact version. But this video applies for any FX505 series. And I'm going to show you guys how to open it up step by step, how you can clean up the fan system, the dust, and how you can repaste the CPU and GPU for your laptop. If yours is running a little bit hot, it's just lagging out in the game, or the temperatures are really rising up and it shuts down even up to because of that, or you just simply want to do your service and maintenance, and you should be doing that once every year and a half, depending how often you use, how heavy you use this. Just remember, by doing a repaste and cleaning of your laptop, you're not going to change anything in the system. Everything is going to be left the way you had it before. You just pretty much cleaning and plug it back in and use it. So first thing first, we want to power it off completely. Then you want to power it off and flip it upside down. And down here, we're going to see a whole bunch of screws. I'm going to go over the tools that I'll be using, and then everything, all the tools and material will be linked in the video description in case you want to purchase yourself. Tool number one, a good screwdriver set. I'll recommend the iFix screwdriver set, as they have all the bits that you require. I purchased myself this basic tool set. We're going to be using a Phillips number one. If you get the Pro set, they will include you with an opening tools and some tweezers. If not, grab the basic tool set. For the opening tools, I'll be using a metallic guitar pick. You can use the curved or straight tweezers, a toothbrush, a soft toothbrush, new or used, alcohol, 99% or 98% isopropyl alcohol. Don't use anything under 98. It will contain more water, and water obviously is bad for electronics. You need one sheet of the workshop towel. This one is almost done. One sheet of the workshop towel. I have a little bit here. And you need your favorite thermal paste. I'll put the link for the thermal paste I recommend in the video description. But again, all of these are valid. They're really good thermal paste, and doesn't matter whichever you want to go, they're all good. The top of the line is a PTM 7950. These are the phase change material. You can go with this one. With this one, you don't need to put like a little blob in the middle or just spread it. It just becomes like a pad. You just cut it to shape and put it on, and that's it. Or you can go thermal grizzly, or my favorite, you can go with an Arctic MX4 or MX7 or MX6, whichever you want to use. And then lastly, we have an Arctic Silver 5, another option. So whichever one of these you want to use, it's valid. If you want the best performance, go with the PTM 750. Second best performance, Thermal Grizzly or Arctic MX6 or 7, they are the same. Pretty much the difference between the temperature in here is about 2 or 3 Celsius, not even that much. All right, in this video, I'm going to use an Arctic MX4. With all that said, let's get into it. So first thing first, we're going to remove all the screws. Starting from the bottom right corner, remove the screws in the front row and keep them in a separate pile than everything else. So these are the short screws. Keep this screw in a single pile. And then you want to go in the mid row. There are 3 of them, one on each side, one in the middle. These are the longer screw. And the one in the middle, this is a short one. Actually, you can see the metal right over here. So don't mix. So I'll put this one like that. So I know there are 2 long ones and 1 short one goes in the mid. And the short ones are in the front end. And the back side, let me see if they're all the same size or no. They should be the same size. Yeah, the back screws, they're all the same size and height. All right. Once we remove all the screws, you want to grab your opening tool, and we want to start from the front end of the laptop, always in the front. You want to jam this opening tool between the bottom cover and the palm rest. And you just want to wiggle it around like this, and you want to hear those click sounds. That's what you want to hear. You want to hear those click sounds. You want to do the front, the sides, go to the back corner. You don't need to do the back, entire back, so just do the side and the front. I can see I have the camera in front of me. Where is it? It's right over here. There we go. Once you do the side and the front, you can grab it from here, wiggle around, and it will come out. And we can see this nicely and dusty right in here. And I don't know why they don't put these grills open up like every other TUF laptop I see, so the airflow will be direct and better. So they just gets forced through these channels right in here, which is not good. All right. So let's take this one outside. We can clean it out with a toothbrush and wash it out, even if you want to. There's no electronics on the bottom cover. Right down here, we can see NVMe full of dust. And there's a nicely filled up fan. That fan is not even breathing. I don't know if you guys can see. It's clogged up completely. Even if you want to remove the excess dust in here, you could do that from here, but you need to clean this fan. You cannot remove the fan without removing the heatsink. So you need to remove the heatsink in order to remove the fan. So first, let's go ahead and disconnect the battery by putting these two fingers on the side of this white jack and slide it towards the battery evenly, just like that. Next, remove two screws on this fan and three screws on this fan. There should be three of them in here too. So let me see. I don't see three. One, I see only two. So two screws on this fan. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, there are two screws on this fan and three screws on another fan. Go ahead and remove them. All right. Next, we want to remove the four screws on the CPU and four screws on the GPU. All the screws with the fan and the heatsink screws are the same. Next, we want to disconnect the fan cable. Just use your finger or the tweezers. Don't yank on the cable. Just slide the jack back and the fan will come out loose. Same thing in here. Next, you want to grab the heatsink by the neck right in here. Gently bring it up, down like that, and cut a little gap. Bring it up and loosen up. Oh boy, it is pretty bone dry. I don't know, there's nothing left in here. From the factory, they use a PTM, and it is bone dry in here. And we can remove the fan later on, because the fan cannot remove because of these hooks right there. There's a screen cable coming here, untangle that. So I'm gonna take this one outside. I'm gonna use a toothbrush to brush it off, and I'll be back right after. And then we can do the repaste. All right, I took it outside and I cleaned up the fan. Look at that. That's a fan now. Is all the fan blades, everything is opened up and cleaned up. So let's put this one back down. Put this fan back down. Before you put it down, just tangle the cable all around it. Goes up, down, down, up. Let's go ahead and put the two screw on one side of on the right fan and three screw on the left fan. So we get a little ahead. Always, rule number one, once you put the fan down, quickly put the fan connector in, because I've seen so many people always forget to put the fan connector in and then quickly overheats up really quick. Just plug it in. Now, to clean up the old thermal paste, grab a little of the sheet of the workshop towel, soak it nicely in an alcohol, grab it, and then wipe over the CPU. You just want to clean up the crystal die. You don't want to go around the Kapton tape, stuff like that. Just clean up the crystal die, wipe it out, and that's it. Now, regarding this thermal putty, these are the thermal putty. They're not thermal pads. You can grab yourself a thermal putty. If yours is really dried out, this one is still not dried out. It's still good. You can grab a thermal putty. They come like these containers, and grab a little bit of a chunk of it, whatever chunk you want. And you can put it over the components, wherever is touching the components. And that's it, pretty much. You can just grab a little blob and it will get squished down to the correct size. Again, I will leave the link for a good thermal putty, but in this case, we're not gonna do that. We're just going to repaste. So to clean the thermal putty, you can do it with a spatula. You just scrub it or just add on top of it. Grab the heatsink, rub until you clean the old thermal paste. The discoloration is not going to go away. Just leave it the way it is. There we go. Once you're done with that, just grab one big drop of the thermal paste on the main die on the GPU and one line on the CPU. That's all you need. Then grab the heatsink, bring it down, and once you're down there, align it. Put the screw. There's a little number on the whichever you were supposed to start. It says 1, 2, 3. So I'm gonna start from 1 right there, and then gonna go to the 2. I am not gonna do 3, 4. I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna come here. I'm gonna do number 8, and then I'm gonna do number 7. So pretty much cross screwing each other. So once you cross screw them like this, and then you can do the rest. Doesn't matter whichever number you start with. Just cross the numbers. Pretty much are there to tell you to cross screw the screws. That's all they want to tell you. You see, this screw is not going all the way in. Let me see. Yeah, it is going. So always cross screw them for the best result. And you can see that thermal putty gets squished out automatically. So you don't have to be like, oh, how much do I put? The excess will get pushed out. Once you're done with that, just grab the battery connector and bring it down in front of the jack and just squish it, push it inside the connector, and there we have it. Once you're done with that, all you need to do is grab the bottom cover that you cleaned out, put it over, push the side, the back, all down, and start putting the rest of the screws down. And this is how you can open up and clean up your ASUS TUF FX505D model. I hope you guys like this video and helped you guys out. If you have any question or requests, feel free to leave them in the video comment. I'll try to answer them as soon as I can. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Just gonna finish up putting up the bottom screws.